Good morning. This video is about when you see something as a top percent gainer and you convince yourself it's a good idea because you want to trade something. So this is a big float, not a lot of volume. It has positive earnings, and I was at the market here. My risk was 314, which was this level. Um, I didn't like the daily chart, but this is not the type of daily chart that I like. I like a daily chart where there is space to fall, similarly to what's going on with AMC right now. Like, I want space to fall. I don't like stuff that's just going sideways, even though this had a big gap down. But this daily chart is what I use to convince myself that this trade will work out for me, even though it has positive earnings. um, because of this daily chart. So this is more trading psychology. It's had a gap up today on the news. Um, so I had a possible entry close to my risk. So I was waiting for this to break this level of 1285. Never did. Just kept going higher. I played 100 shares because I'm trying to go up from 50 from last month. So I got in at 1293. I got out 66 at 1315 because when I saw it at 1314, I said, well, it touched my risk, but it's not over my risk. So then when we got to 1315, I was like, okay, I'm out. But it only executed 66. And then I got out the rest 34 at 1320. So this was just silly of me. I don't know what the hell. I mean, it seems like I was fishing for a trade instead of waiting for a good trade to come to me. But other than that, I am shorting AMC from here 39.25. This was my like uh this was my desire to trade in the morning, but I don't have enough capital to have size on it. So I'm literally just shorting 10 shares. On Oracle, it's projected to go back down to $30. Um, so I'm just riding it out. Do I have a risk? I guess 44. But with 10 shares, I can be flexible. But maybe that's not a good idea. So I will say my risk will be 44.84. But we'll see what happens. But this silly waste of a day trade, not my typical type of play, just me just shooting in the wind. This is what happens when you're a sniper and you aren't grateful for your bullets in a way. Like, you can't just throw stuff into the wind. Like, it's very important what you select. So I feel like a lot of traders will just pick garbage and be like, oh, I don't know how to trade. I'm an idiot. And it's like, no, you have to be very picky about your standards. Like, this was not up to my standards. This is like when you're hungry and you go into the grocery store and you just buy anything. No, show up to the grocery store having eaten food with a list. Like, I did not have a list today, Like, I do understand the concept of a list, but I was not as selective as I should be. So that's kind of the lesson of this today. And it's like psychologically, it starts me with a loss. So then I got to say to myself, Liz, what the hell is going on with you psychologically that you would take a trade on something that is not a high risk, not a high odds setup leading to a loss? Is that how you want to start your month, boo boo? So, I'm feeling good about AMC. Like, AMC, I feel good. But this, no, this has nowhere to fall. And on top of that, this is not a NASDAQ. This is New York Stock Exchange. New York Stock Exchange with positive news. Like, no, this is not my setup. So I'm just going to put this under the rug. as psychological sabotage and not even consider it in my month. But I will, But I'm just saying, this is not me. This, after I put it under the microscope, is not good. This is bad psychology. This is not bad trading, because I had an entry, I had a risk, it broke my risk, I got out. But psychology wise, this is me fishing in like a shallow pool instead of going to the ocean. Like wait for yourself to get a boat to go to the ocean where there's lots of fish. What the fuck am I trying to fish out of a stream? In socks with no boat shoes or whatever the fuck. So that's the takeaway from this. And it's so funny because I just saw this and I didn't even look at anything else because I liked the price range. I was like, oh, this can fall back down to 12 and then I'll have $100. Yeah, okay. So anyway, bye.